deal with a little bit of adversity. Some of it just were the circumstances, some of it, maybe a little self-inflicted, but either way, we didn't let it, bother us, and we got some good efforts. I mean, we deal with whatever comes our way pretty well. Our guys have been pretty good about that. We were able to push some runs across, and our bullpen, I thought, did a really nice job.
Jake fell behind there a little early in the early deficit, but he battled and kept you guys in a position at least to have a chance to win this game. What did you see that was maybe a little different from him tonight?
I thought he threw the ball pretty well. I thought there were a few pitches that I think if we, you guys will talk to him, but I'm sure if you asked him, he'd probably want him back. Ultimately, I thought his stuff was good. When you've thrown the ball as well as he's thrown the ball for so many starts, anything, it feels like anything but 6 or 7 innings with no runs, there's something to talk about. For me, there's nothing to talk about. I thought he threw the ball well and battled through, making those pitches that maybe he didn't want to make and figuring it out and getting us into the middle of the game, and again, gave us a chance to win.
What's going through your head there on the Hamilton line drive? Marwin clearly makes a fantastic catch.
Yeah.
If he doesn't make that catch, that ball's probably at the wall, and a guy like Billy Hamilton's circling the bases. Are you thinking to yourself, oh boy, or what?
It's obviously it's an extraordinarily important play in the game, and it takes, I don't know, it's pretty gutsy. You can say a lot of different things about it, but. So if he goes after the ball and it gets by him, it's a tough situation for us. Obviously, maybe the fastest player, played baseball in the last 20 years is running around the bases, and there's not much we can do about it at that point. If he lets it fall in front of him, that guy being out on the base paths is not a great outcome for us either. And he made a decision, and he made a great play. I mean, that's a tremendous instinctual play. That is a very difficult play for a lot of different reasons, and at some point you just have to make a decision and go for it, and he did, and he made a great athletic play.
Was it even magnified by a guy that plays all different positions? That's not just his natural position for a guy to make.
Yeah, and truthfully, tonight was a tough night for everyone out there. All the outfielders on both teams, the infielders, and any ball hit in the air was a tough night. We saw the tough play early on where he had to run a long way after that ball. He doesn't make it, but he comes back later in the game and he basically saves the game with another play. He did not go at that ball hesitantly. He was not scared one bit. He made a great play and basically saved the game for us.
What about the matchup that you like with Ryan Harper against Maldonado?
Ultimately, we just thought it was a good matchup. I thought Park threw the ball really well. He threw the ball well enough to go through that inning pretty easily. Obviously, it didn't play out like that. Made a good pitch, didn't get the first out of the inning, I think. But I thought he threw the ball great. We just like the matchup there with Harp. And Harp's been really good about coming in and in the middle of innings in tough situations, guys on base, and attacking the guy that he's out there to attack and getting the job done, and he did it again. It was beautiful. I thought it was great, and the easy line, which I've heard everyone give, is Joe can keep the rain away, and probably no one else could do something like that because we thought the weather might be an issue, but it held off, and we heard some very eloquent words spoken. But I think it'll be a night that everyone in attendance will remember forever, and I think it was a fitting night for Joe Mauer. It was beautiful.